As you can see, the Amsterdam Arena ready and waiting. It's time for the players to come onto the pitch, preceded by the Czech arbitration. Barcelona, of course, has already qualified for the next round in the Champions League. They only need one more point against Ajax here tonight or in the next match at home against Celtic to be certain of coming first in the group. Of course, the ideal scenario is that Ajax wins this evening and that Celtic and Milan draw. That would mean Ajax would become second in the group and the number 4, Celtic, would no longer pose a threat to Ajax. It would mean Ajax would be certain of at least third place and would be in control from then on. But that's only if they win here, and it's a draw in Scotland. Montoya, confronted by Blind. Good tackle. Denny Hoesen. Yes, Schöne, plenty of room. Klaassen is in the centre. Another chance, crossing pass. This one's better. In one! Ah, well done, Fischer. And Pinto, the goalkeeper, is not only a remarkable character, he's a good line keeper, as is demonstrated here. Pujol intervenes. Pedro, he's fast. He's from Tenerife. Good cross pass. Neymar is there. Fantastic tackle, but Fabregas still gets a scoring opportunity. A brilliant tackle by Ricardo van Rijn. Iniesta, Montoya. Hey, thank you very much. Serrero takes advantage of Song's mistake. Fischer takes the ball around, which slows down the attack, but doesn't stop it in its tracks. Blind. Veldman. Very fast, well-directed. Klaassen. Van Rijn. Ooh, that's a goal! Serrero scores, and Ajax deserves this. It's a good representation of Ajax's game so far. Ajax has used distance passes a couple of times, from the back to the striker in one go. That's not the way Ajax plays, though. Ajax should play the way it does here. The build-up from the back, then a well-directed cross pass by Van Rijn. And Serrero, who came to Ajax from South Africa. And this is undoubtedly his best moment at Ajax so far. This lead should give the Ajax players a boost. Boylussen. Go on, go past Puyol then. Make a dash for it. See if Puyol can keep up with you. Boylussen. Schöne. Yeah, well done, my lad. A direct shot with the outside of the right foot. Boylussen took the initiative. A quarter of this match has been played now, and if we get 3 more quarters of the same, we'll be happy. Veldman is fooled. Here comes Neymar, and Ajax gets lucky. Ooh, that was a worrying moment. Klaassen. There's an opportunity. Ooh! Great save by Pinto. Can Hoesen do it? Hoesen, go for it! It's 2-0! The score 2-0. This is something quite different to that goal against Heracles. That was great for Denny Hoesen, but this time he scores against Barcelona. Denny Hoesen via Piqué, but he would have scored without him as well. Don't count your chickens yet, the match isn't over, but it must be a fantastic feeling for both the Ajax players and the staff, and for most of the people in this stadium. 1-0 Serrero, that was in the 19th minute. 2-0 Hussen, 3 minutes before half-time. Fischer passes to Schöne. It only just goes far enough. Van Rijn, Veldman, he's outsmarted. Neymar, oh, a foul by Veldman. This looks like it's going to be a red card. Will it be a penalty? The red card for Veldman, and it is a penalty. Veldman sacrifices himself here. It's a high price to pay for Van Rijn's mistake. You could say Veldman would have been better off letting that one go and accepting the counter goal. There still is a goalie after all. But you could also question whether this was inside or outside the box. But it's a penalty nevertheless. Ajax with 10 players, Barcelona 11. But first Hernandez takes the penalty. And Sillerson doesn't stand a chance. Yeah, that's a belter. And what a disappointment. Ricardo van Rijn had a very clumsy start to the first half, and the same seems to be happening now in the second half. Ajax is one man down, and so Van Rijn will be wanting to play with the strength of two men. He's not the only one who'll have to do that. Xavi. Iniesta. Ooh, excellent opportunity. Neymar is onside. Sillerson saves. He came close to concluding an attack 3 times already in the first half. That doesn't necessarily mean he came close to scoring, though. But this time he did. Neymar and Sillerson, the stronger one. Ajax has to battle this one out, 1 minute at a time. Denny Hussen. Goalkeeper, you're making it hard on yourself. Pinto, he's hardly had to do anything in the second half. And here, he almost blew it. Piqué. Long strides. Fabregas. Pedro. Balsen. Gabaron. Yeah, lovely. Let's have another couple of dozen of those. Pedro, Neymar, Pedro, Sillerson. That was your opportunity. Pedro wants a penalty, but the referee gestures they've already had enough of those. But this was a frightening moment. The final minutes are always the worst. They do seem to last forever. Ajax is fighting Barcelona tooth and nail after a brilliant first half. Sergio Roberto with a shot on goal, but Sillerson has it. And the referee sees Piqué commit a foul. And the Amsterdam arena trembling with suspense. Ajax has been forced to show two sides of itself in this match. They needed to do that. A formidable first half. The score going into half-time 2-0. The second half was marred by that tremendous setback. The mistake by Van Rijn that Veldman tried to make up for. It resulted in a red card and a penalty, 2-1, and then Ajax could do no more than try to survive the second half. Ajax understood what was expected of them: survival. All 10 of them had to give 100%, and this is what it can lead to. Ajax still has a chance in the Champions League, and it holds its fate in its own hands.
I'm extremely proud of the team, and if you look at our game in the first half, that's definitely worth a compliment. We played with only 10 players almost the entire second half, yet they hardly created any opportunities, so I can be nothing but proud.
We had a clear plan, and it paid off. Was their plan to lay on the pressure early on? Yeah, they play a fantastic game if you allow them to, and we laid on the pressure because they're not used to that. That was quite obvious. If you try it 3 times and they manage to get out of it, you don't try again. But you could tell that Pinto found it very hard. Could you say the team came close to perfection in the first half?
Well, it came very close. What we did this time once we'd gained possession of the ball is what we failed to do in Camp Nou. One example of that is that Stefano Denswil intercepted well twice and kicked the ball out twice. And that didn't happen today. He made the right choices. We threatened Barcelona from the sides and down the centre, and that resulted in 2 goals.
We tried to take that same attitude into the second half, so receiving the red card so soon was extremely disappointing. It was hard enough with 11 players, so with 10, it only became harder.
It wasn't clear if the pass was for the goalkeeper or for Veltman, and so he was just that little bit too late. And then his inexperience comes through. He should have relied on Jasper Silersen at that point. As my brother Ronald said on a TV program this week, we always have Van der Sar. You have to rely on the goalkeeper. Even if the opponent does score a goal, then it's 2-1, but you still have 11 aside. Now you're left with 10 players and you have a penalty against you. The odds of them scoring from a penalty are high, of course, so that's a great shame and a costly mistake because Veltman was playing fantastically well again.
What do you say to each other on the pitch when you know you have to play on with 10 players and the score's already 2-1? You know, I don't think you really need to say anything. We already knew we had to win today, so everyone simply thought, forget about stylish football, we simply have to fight for this one, and we managed to keep it up to the end. You have to see that 2-1 score through to the end with defensive play, clever tactics, keeping the ball at the front. You showed us you can do that too.
Yeah, absolutely. Davy Klaassen is very young, but he did well. I have faith in him because he's clever when it comes to football. We saw that today. We never practice it, but we know what we expect from each other. When you're leading 2-0 in a match like this, and then it becomes 2-1, the willpower is so strong. Everyone wanted to give it all they had. I enjoy that. At this level, we know we can do it, and we should do this every week, against ADO Den Haag on Sunday as well. But the same goes for the match in San Siro against AC Milan. We stand a good chance because Milan is not on top form. Although I do feel that they're getting better each week. I saw some highlights of Milan's match this evening and Kaká was playing very well. So it'll be a very difficult match, but we'll face it with confidence.
And so Ajax wins 2-1 against Barcelona and Celtic loses 0-3 at home to Milan. That has the following consequences. Ajax definitely through to the Europa League after the winter break, but still has a chance of surpassing Milan on December 11th. If it wins against the Italians, that would mean qualifying for the next round in the Champions League.